And Terminator kind of plays it both ways because it both says that or at least the characters believe that you can change things, you can change history. Not set. And they keep saying that fate is
not set.
Fate is not set, that's not even then it's not fate.
Right.
But actually what plays out is that it's the very things that it's the time travel itself that causes everything to happen.
At least it alludes to it. And also it's kind of nice that they don't, at least in the two I saw, and you said they made both of them without the intention of a third. So the second one was supposed to be considered a complete story. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So they leave it open. They don't ever, you don't know. You have no idea if everything did not lead to exactly what they were trying to prevent.
Right. And in fact, so the two big examples of sort of this closed loop are that Kyle Reese is sent back in time by John Connor to protect John Connor's mother. And then it turns out that Kyle Reese is the man who impregnates and is responsible for the conception of John Connor.
Right.
So that's the first one. And then the second one is that
they leave the relic.
The reason Skynet, or the reason Cyberdyne Systems builds this artificially intelligent defense system, is because they find the remnants of the first Terminator.
So right. And then he saves the chip and there's a hand. And I had this note. So the same very frustrating, it's not that bad, but I don't like when they do this futuristic scenes. They're very silly looking. But it was better done in the second one. Mm-hmm. But I wrote a note, and maybe there's an answer for it, but I thought there'd be a much more satisfying one, that it's interesting that the version of the future that they created for in 1984, that was the first one, was the idea of machines in man form destroying the world. And I thought they must have not, there'd be no way for them to think of all the non-human body ways machines have come into our lives.
No, because the man forms are just the Terminators who are supposed to be the assassins. They're literally say that at one point. They're
yeah, I know, but
HKs or something. But it's when Judgment Day is caused by just a computer system, becoming self-aware and deciding to start a nuclear war to kill all the humans, and that's not done by marching robot men.
But the way they express the future is all these giant machines, most of them like skeletons of robot men. It's not other kind. I mean, fine, yeah, you're right. Because they bomb Russia to start a nuclear war. Like that wasn't a man-shaped.
Well, I read that as like, these are the soldiers, these are the grunts. The real machine leaders are all just software.
Okay, but like in 1984, can't you imagine that what that really would imply for lots of kids and even adults watching it is, I need to be really scared of animatronics because all these men-shaped things are going to form a physical army that destroys the world?
Certainly.
Yeah, okay. I just thought it was kind of a funny, simplistic way of imagining machines taking over the world.
You're right.
Machines.
When machines do take over the world, it's not going to be in the form of robots that walk around.
Yeah, just in depleting your bank account and like porn blackmail and webcam access.
You're probably right.
Or people scratching their ass while they're at work because everyone's got a webcam and everyone picks their nose. Whatever the fuck people do, it's like, I'm going to show this series of you scratching your ass. It's like, damn it! All those years of not having porn just to be revealed as a booger picker.
Do you? What are your feelings about artificial intelligence generally? Are you interested in it?
I'm torn. I love new things. I love innovation and I love cool ideas. But
can I clarify my question? Yeah. Sorry. So when you hear people like me who are like, dude, artificial intelligence is coming and it's probably going to end humanity. Here. Artificial superintelligence is coming and it's going to be the end of humanity. Are you bored? Are you eye-rolly at that?
No, I find it super fascinating, and the very act of creating it is like this hyper sped up version of artificial intelligence itself, in that you come up with this super chip or this one technology that allows you to advance the ball so far that it goes ahead of you right in that moment. And so you're letting the algorithm do what it does and you're in awe of it and you're just watching it go. But like just in that moment, you've created something that's already advanced so far beyond your understanding of it that now you have to play catch up with the laws and how do you keep yourself safe. And I mean, right now something probably exists that we just only know the tip of the iceberg about it. And it's going to fuck us all. It's not even the future shit. Facebook is what keeps coming to my mind. And that's what I wanted to say. It's still unfolding in front of us. This totally innocuous little website we used to go to. I mean, who would have expected it in the news over and over and over again?
That Facebook is going to be the thing, the artificial intelligence that you're saying it's going to be like Facebook?
An example of a piece of technology that someone thought they understood, that due to its to just processes and things put into it, algorithms and different people, and one person trying to fix one problem, another one overcorrecting a different one, and that all combined to make what it is now, and it's still growing.
Mm-hmm. And then it'll be something innocuous, anodyne, something that we live with. And because we live with it, we don't take it seriously, or like, oh, please, I've been hearing for so long about what blank thing is going to do, and it's never done anything. Real quick, two big problems with time travel in fiction. You can either have a story in which it is possible to change the past and to change the future, or you can have the closed loop thing where everything is inevitable. So everything, if you travel back in time, you always travel back in time, and you're traveling through time is the thing that causes everything to happen. And there's a moment in Terminator 2 where I wish they had like hammered that in, because they're sitting around in Miles Dyson's living room and he reveals that he has the arm from the first Terminator, and that's where he got his idea to create the new super microprocessor. And they should have at that point said, oh shit, okay, so like time travel, you traveled back in time to save us, but you're not actually going to change anything. Whatever we do is just going to set up whatever is actually going to happen. The alternative is you can travel back in time and change things, but you're actually just creating different universes.
Right.
And if that's the case, why should you care? Because you can like say, well, we're going to go back in time to save John Connor.
Right.
But the John Connor who sent you back in time is still going to die.
Well, no, the John Connor that sent you back in time will no longer exist, because the kind of circumstances that needed to create him wouldn't have happened. Butterfly effect.
Okay, so that's a separate objection. But you could say, so not John Connor dying, but you could like, I want to go back in time and make things in the present better. They will become better in the present, but on a different timeline. And to you, they'll always still be shitty. And it's like, why do you need to care about what an alternative version of yourself is going through? You shouldn't. There's no...
Because what the theory is, when you go back, if you're able to get back to your present, you're going to go back to your own timeline, or you're going to enter the new one, and then it won't really be yours, because... the time traveler himself would go to the alternative. So, and in a way, it wouldn't really be theirs, because they will have missed everything that actually happened due to the change they made.
Yeah, but also, if I just told you, hey, you could make things better for version 2 of yourself on Earth 2, would you, like, why would you care? Like, I'm never going to be version 2 of myself.
Okay, see, you broke me. I can't.
No,
I didn't. That was not an invitation to start again.